Hello everyone. Welcome to my kitchen and to my home. Connie and I are getting together again to cook up something really special.
And it's actually healthy.
Yeah.
Had you thought that far?
No, not really.
I have fixed this several times for my friends, and they're always like, "This is so good," and it's actually healthy. Which a lot of things that we cook are not healthy because you got something bad in them. But this, I think, is actually all healthy stuff. So
That's wonderful.
Plus, it tastes good. Plus, it tastes good.
What else is there?
Well, I like food pretty much. So, but anyway, what we're cooking? Well, we're not really cooking. We're just putting it together.
Hot. It is too hot to cook.
Right.
So we've come up with a couple of dips that is real good if you're going to have to entertain.
Right. And you don't have to turn on the oven.
You don't have to turn on the oven. In fact, one of them you don't even have to turn on the stove.
Right.
So we're going to make this up, and I know you're going to love it. Everybody does.
And actually, Dottie, the next day it's usually better.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Because it sets and those flavors come together, and that's good.
What we're fixing today is, now that we've held you off this long, we're going to be fixing Texas caviar. And some people might know it by another name, but this was the name that my friend, when she shared this recipe with me, she had it labeled as Texas caviar. We're going to be using a can of black beans, a can of shoe peg corn, 1 can of green chilies, a half of green pepper chopped, 1 can of black-eyed peas, 1 can of diced tomatoes, or I'm using Rotel, 1 onion chopped, and 1 8-ounce bottle of Italian dressing, and I always use the zesty Italian dressing. We love to marinate steaks, chicken, pork chops. We use the zesty Italian dressing a lot for marinades. And all you do, my friends, is, and I've already done, the first step is to rinse and drain the black beans. Then everything else, you drain all of those ingredients, but you do need to wash your black beans off and clean those up pretty good. And once you put them in this bowl, put them in your colander, you'll see why you're washing those. They're kind of yucky.
Well, yeah, they are kind of yucky.
But they're good. Yeah. But they're good.
You know, I was talking to someone over the weekend about we were going to film today, and of course, naturally, they always say, "What are you cooking?" Normally, I can't remember, but I said, "Oh, we're fixing Texas caviar," and they said, "Well, what's that?" So I told them, you know, some of the ingredients, and they said, "Oh, that's poor man's caviar." And then there's another one. It's Southern caviar, and there's several names for this. Titles. Yeah.
Well, and the thing about this also, Dottie, is it makes so much. Usually, you have enough to share or send home with folks.
Well, yeah, it depends on how many you're going to be cooking with.
But it will fill up our bowl today. We've got a really big bowl here, and it will fill that up. You're going to be doing the peppers right quick, and what I'm going to do is I've got the black beans washed, so I'm just going to go ahead and dump those
another thing I wanted to, while I'm doing this, when you do your peppers, take that white membrane out as much as you can, because that can be kind of bitter sometimes. So just cut out as much of that as you can. You want just the good part of the pepper. So.
And actually, I went to the grocery store to get shoe peg, and they didn't have shoe peg, so I'm just using white corn today.
Well,
usually they have shoe peg, but for some reason
so many times you have to substitute or improvise or whatever, and that's okay. I mean, remember, and I've told you this before, that your recipe is just a guideline to go by. I mean, you don't have to just really stick with that. So if you need to improvise some, why, you can certainly do that.
This is one of those recipes I like to do also because I can fix it up a day or two ahead of time. Like if I know I'm having company on the weekend, I can fix this up Wednesday, Thursday, and it's going to be good, if not better, by the time Friday or Saturday comes.
If it tastes better after it's set for a while.
I think it does. I really do.
You know, there's a lot of things like that taste better after it's set for a while. So I am assuming this needs to be kind of fine.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, I don't think I've ever made this. I've had it over at your house before, but I don't think I've ever made it myself.
It's just so hard. I don't know if you can handle it.
Well, I don't know either. There's a lot to it, huh? Okay. It's smelling good already.
I know. The green chilies and the rotel, you can't go.
I could smell those green chilies
You
whenever
bet.
you open that can. That's good. I love that
This
smell.
says an onion, but I usually just do half of an onion because I
Yeah.
don't like it to overpower.
Right. Well,
And this is a nice size onion.
It depends on your onion too. I mean, if you're using the Vidalia onion, you'd probably be all right to do a whole onion
Right.
if you'd like onion. But if you're doing one of those stronger ones,
Ooh,
then
Lordy.
you might want to.
They can walk in the door by themselves.
You know, your white onion is the strongest, and then your yellow onion. And now your red onion, it depends too. Sometimes some of those are kind of sweet and some of them are kind of really overpowering. But your Vidalia is, to me, the Vidalia is the best.
And this is that time of year.
Yes, it's that time of year, and I love the Vidalia onions. So I've got this chopped pretty fine here.
Okay.
So, and we're going to dump all that in that up
Dump
over
it all
there.
in. And I meant to have brought, and you've got some, those extra hands that we got for Christmas one year from Miss Patsy. Do you have are those handy Andy?
Yeah.
I
can get
love those things.
In fact, I started to get them out for later today, and I thought, no, I wanted to be a little bit nicer. Those are wonderful, but
I love them. I love them.
I'll get that.
Everybody needs a set of extra hands. Okay.
Did I need to fix this other part of this green pepper?
No, it just called for half.
Oh, okay.
And I had already halved it. Yeah. Let me get this out of your way. Pull that over there to you.
It's going to be good. It's making me hungry.
Well, it's so pretty, too.
Yes.
It's really pretty.
All those different colors.
Let me add you here.
I think the black beans and kind of sets it off.
Okay, and then I'm going to add our 8 ounces of Italian, zesty Italian.
Now you do the whole
8 ounces.
8 ounces. Okay. And this is going to be better tomorrow.
Yeah, boy.
I can't wait till tomorrow.
I mean, it's going to be good today, but I guarantee you tomorrow you're going to say, mmm. Yes.
Oh, wow.
And whoever invented scoops,
I wish it
we
had been
should
us. One of these days, Connie, you and I are going to invent something, and it's going to be
and we'll have to quit
a money
cooking, or we'll just
maker.
cook some more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Very good.
Oh, man.
But see, between your peppers and your onions and your zesty Italian and your rotel and your green chilies, I mean, oh my. And let all that live together. Yeah, isn't that pretty?
Is that not pretty?
It's really pretty. Woo. Okay, grab your scoop.
All right. Let's give it a whirl.
And I think it actually says to let it sit like an hour before you serve it.
I can taste those peppers, the
Green chilies.
green chilies. Gives a little bit of a bite. That's very good.
And that's why I don't like to put the onion, too much onion, because I don't want it to overpower
Everything else.
all the other, because the onions are good sized onions.
Well, that's true. And you normally, when you talk about an onion, it's like a smaller one, and I never buy a small one. It's always a
Always
big
buy a
one.
large
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Right. And that is our Texas caviar.
That's it. So we've got another dip for you. And it's called hot corn cheese dip. So we're going to clean this off, and then we're going to fix the other one. Okay?
Actually, we're going to move to the stove.
Yeah, we are going to move the stove.
Right. Now you need my water. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Welcome back to What's Cooking at Our House. I'm Connie Hampton here with Miss Dottie, and we've been having a little laugh while we were off camera. Dottie and I get together, plan our recipes, and then she goes and does her grocery shopping. I do my grocery shopping. She shops one way, I shop another, and we've had this little funny. Our recipe that we're getting ready to do is called hot corn cheese dip, and one of the ingredients is 12 slices of American cheese. Dottie, being the shopper that she is, she knows to go to the deli and ask them for 12 slices of American cheese. Connie, being a little river rat from the St. Francis River, I go over to where the cream cheese is and the shredded cheese and all that, and I buy
and she gets a package where you have to unwrap everything before you can even get there, and as thin as this is, it tears, which is not a problem.
Not a problem,
But if she'd have went to the deli and said,
I need
slice me 12 slices of American cheese, we would have had that. I could have chopped, put it in the skillet.
Instead, we have this cheese that kind of looks like it's already melted.
Yes.
So we're probably going to have to be careful so it's not to scorch it. And I think it goes in later. I think we want to get this other stuff, yeah.
It says, I thought it said to put it all together.
It does, but let's put the other stuff in so it doesn't
so
stick.
you need to drain the corn, the tomatoes, the green chili.
Right. We're going to be using a 15-ounce can of white corn. We're going to drain that. One 10-ounce can of diced tomatoes with hot green chilies. 2 4-ounce cans of green chilies drained. One 15-ounce can of yellow corn drained. Our 12 slices of American cheese. And one 8-ounce package of cream cheese.
Right.
So I'm going to drain that.
Drain that and put it over here.
And while I'm doing that, talk about our, I like this.
We have a Pampered Chef can opener. And Connie and I both have this, and I can't imagine how many we've sold for Pampered Chef. It is an absolute wonderful can opener. And you just put that on there, pull those handles together and start turning, and then what it does is it cuts there is no sharp edge here.
It's a clean edge.
Normally when you open with a normal can opener, you're going to have a sharp edge there, but this does not leave a sharp edge. As you can see, I'm running my finger over it, and you couldn't do that on a normal can that would have been opened with a regular can opener. But anyway, we really like these, and we use it all the time. So, and of course, a lot of people have an electric can opener, but I really like this better than I do the other. So
here are your 3 ingredients. I'm gonna do the chilies.
All right, I'm gonna put this in.
Well, and Dottie, that can opener, one other thing that I like about that is I think of your little gadget that you've got that was your grandmother's, that you cut your biscuits.
Yes.
This kind of gives you, if somebody wanted to be real creative, they could create their own little biscuit cutter like what you have.
Oh, yeah.
And be safe.
Right. My grandmother, of course, we were from the old school, and we were so poor we couldn't even pay attention, and she made me a biscuit cutter out of a small can of pet milk, pet cream. And what she just cut the top off of it, and I use that for a biscuit cutter. I use that to chop more slaw.
Yeah, we've used it 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, so it's a handy dandy little thing.
Okay.
Anyway, this is
sticky.
Yeah, this cheese is sticky. I have no complaints about the taste or anything, but
I'll go to the deli next time.
Yeah.
Promise.
Promise me you will.
And I just don't go to the deli a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe I should visit
there.
Well,
they have all kinds of cheeses, and I don't do a lot of lunch meat, but I do.
But you said every once in a while you get a hankering for some bologna.
Bologna. Oh yeah. And I know it's bad for me, but I just really like it, and
Well, when I was pregnant with my son, I craved bologna. I don't know why.
Now,
but
see,
it was
you
just
say bologna, and I say bologna.
I say Missouri. You say Missouri?
I say Missouri, yeah.
No, see, I always say Missouri.
Tomato.
Tomato. No, I don't say tomato.
Tomato, tomato, potato.
Okay, we're heating this. This looks great.
Yeah, I'm anxious to try this.
And once again, this is one of those recipes we've never tried before.
No, I haven't tried this one.
We do that a lot.
Well,
once we've had one surprise that I remember.
Which one was that?
We cooked something that had cheese in it, and it didn't call for salt.
Oh yeah.
And being the silly willies that we were that day, we had forgotten that cheese has a lot of salt in it, but there's not a lot of recipes that you cook without salt and
true.
or pepper, and so we decided to use our own little addition.
We added some salt.
We were smart. We were going to add some salt, and it was so salty we actually could not even eat what we cooked that day.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is looking good.
Yeah, it is looking good.
Looking good. Doesn't take long.
Now, what does it say there? Does it say how long?
Combine the corn, tomatoes, green chilies, cream cheese, and slices in a large pot. Cook, stirring frequently until the cheese melts, and you're ready to serve it with chips, crackers, or bread pieces.
Wow. Well, that's really quick.
So you could probably even put this in a bread bowl.
Yeah,
and then pinch your
or
bread
you could
out. That would be good soaked into the bread.
I was thinking of you could probably do this in a crock pot, and that's going to keep it warm.
Good idea.
One of those small ones.
One of the little bitty ones.
And you can see here, this is already melted, and
Yeah,
it just didn't take long at all.
And you know what? You could probably even adapt this with maybe some ground beef or some sausage to make it a little different.
Yeah, cook it and then
Tyler's
put it in there.
going, yeah, boy.
Yeah, that would be good.
This is looking
Well,
good.
and it just says until it's melted.
Yes, yes.
Well, this is melted.
And it says serve warm, so in that little bitty crock pot would be perfect.
That would be perfect. Yeah. Well, let me take this up, because I think
Because
it's
rotel
ready.
is one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Okay, do we want to move over to the counter? Let
Well,
them see this?
Yeah, you go ahead and take that, and I'll bring
take
this.
our bowl. We're
Okay.
going to plate it up here, let you see what we've got.
I'm anxious to try this.
That was too fast. That's fast is
That was
good.
too easy.
Too easy and too fast.
You could do this. If you've got people dropping in, if you've got all these ingredients on hand,
You could whip it up
you could do
before
that
they got
in
in their
about
chairs.
10 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Especially if you have that sliced cheese that's not from the no, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I just have to dig her. I dig her. We were telling on ourselves earlier because we had a cooking show once and we were supposed to have had persimmons.
We were supposed to have
Mangoes. And I showed up
Connie
with a persimmon.
brought a persimmon.
Because I didn't know the difference. But anyway, I'm an honest engine. Grab you a cracker there, sister.
Is that what? I guess you can do this with those scoops.
Yeah, we could
too,
do scoops.
also.
It says scoop, bread, crackers, chips.
Oh my!
Am I going to burn my tongue? Another cracker.
I think I'm going to try it with a scoop.
Okay.
Yeah. That's good.
You'll get more with a scoop.
Yeah, you will.
Good.
This is good.
I love weekends too. I love food.
And put it in one of those small crock pots. Put it on warm, and it will stay warm.
But I would like to try it also, as I said, with some ground beef and or sausage,
Italian sausage.
Italian sausage, even some
That would be
pepperoni.
wonderful. Yeah.
Chopped up pepperoni.
That would be good. Absolutely wonderful.
Piece of cake.
Piece of cake.
And we only had the stove on for maybe 10 minutes, so we didn't heat up the house.
Right.
And we've got a nice dish to serve our guests, and everybody's going to be happy.
I would be if I was served this.
Really?
In the Texas caviar or poor man's caviar, whatever you want to call it.
Right. Just call me when it's ready. I don't
Yeah,
care what you
no
call it. Just
kidding.
call me when it's ready.
Very good. Very
We would
good.
like to share this recipe with you if you're interested in that. Just send Miss Dottie an email.
To recipes at YHCtv.com, and it comes directly to me, and I'll get it right back to you as fast as I get it.
Well, you know, it's summertime. People are doing picnics.
Yes.
And even in the wintertime, that would be good.
Oh yeah.
Warm you up inside.
Yeah.
And so that's an all-around, the Texas caviar, all
Yeah.
year-round recipes.
Well, both of these are real fast, and like I said, someone just drops in unexpectedly. If you've got the ingredients there, just keep it in your pantry, and you can whip this up in no time at all. And your Texas caviar, it says to let it sit, and Connie says it's better after the next day.
I think so.
But you know, if you're in a bind, and I thought it tasted really good just as soon as we fixed it.
Yeah, it does. It
Yeah.
does. But it just
So.
things like to sit together and marry. And
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, Miss Dottie, we didn't make much of a mess, but I appreciate
Well,
you
that's
letting
wonderful.
us come to your house and opening your doors to us and to the people out there in TV land. We always talk about smell-o-vision.
Yes.
We're sorry, we're smelling it all, and you can't do that, but we'll let you know how good it smells.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
But, until we see you again, stay there in the easy chair and enjoy your evening or your afternoon, and come back and join us one more time.
Thank you for dropping by. I really enjoy having you here, and until next time, bye now.
Bye-bye.